Hey everybody, JCB here with the Awesomest, and you're watching the Awesomest Awesome List. One of my favorite holidays is by far April Fools, and every year I make some kind of April Fools themed video. In fact, in celebration of April Fool's Day, I created a playlist of all of my April Fool's Day videos. You can watch that playlist by clicking right here. Doesn't work, does it? April Fools. But seriously, there is a link down in the description below if you're interested. This year, April Fool's actually falls on Easter, which is really weird, but also really great for messing with people, especially if you have kids. So to celebrate this special occasion, here are my top 10 Easter Fool's pranks. Number 10, use only expired candy. This is pretty tame, which is why it's at number 10, but it's also really annoying for your target. This does require some pre-planning, or at least access to a store that doesn't give a shit. Basically, the idea is you fill up someone's Easter basket, or those little plastic eggs, with candy from Halloween or Christmas, or even Valentine's Day if that's all you can find. Dollar stores are a great place to find this sort of out-of-season candy, but you might also try your local supermarket, as they usually have a little clearance section off in the back somewhere where you can find things like Valentine's Day candy at Easter. You really want this off-season candy because it's very on the nose and very obvious that this is old candy. If you can't find candy like that, a good alternative is just that cheap knockoff candy you can find at the dollar store that nobody's ever heard of. Number 9, salty Peeps. You know what Peeps are, right? Those little marshmallow candies that are shaped like baby chickens or sometimes little bunnies. They're basically just globs of marshmallow covered in sugar, and kids absolutely love them. So let's ruin that. This is fairly easy. Before putting Peeps into your kid's Easter basket, simply spray them lightly with a mist of water and then sprinkle on tons of salt. The water will dry and the salt will be forever stuck to the outside of the Peep, making for quite the salty snack. Number 8, the $100 Easter egg hunt. This one's pretty mean. Invite everybody you know and all of their kids to an Easter party at a park somewhere. The trick is to buy hundreds of those little plastic eggs and hide them all over the place. Then announce to everybody that one of the eggs contains a $100 bill, and then set everybody off looking for it. The trick is, all of the eggs are empty. Number 7, rock candy. This one requires some work, but it's definitely worth it. First, you have to gather up a bunch of small, smooth, roundish rocks. You'll find these outside. Outside is that place that people go when they leave the house. Be careful, it's bright out there, and also you'll probably want to wear some pants. Anyway, gather up a bunch of those tiny rocks. Then go and buy some of those small chocolate eggs that are covered in foil wrapping. These Cadbury ones work well, but there are cheaper options that come in higher quantities. Next, eat a bunch of these chocolates and save the wrappers. Then just wrap the rocks from earlier in these foil wrappers and put them in your kid's Easter basket. Number 6, Boozled them. The moment I heard that Easter was falling on the same day as April Fool's Day, I immediately thought of Jelly Belly's game Boozled. For those of you who don't know, this is a game made by the Jelly Belly Jelly Bean Company that's all about screwing with your taste buds. I visited their factory a couple years ago and took the tour. If you want to see that video, you can click the link in the description below. Basically, Boozled has a bunch of normal Jelly Belly jelly beans mixed in with some disgusting flavors that look just like the normal Jelly Belly jelly beans. I'm talking about flavors like puke and grass and dirty socks and boogers and things like that. It's pretty gross. The boxes look like this and you can buy them just about anywhere. Then just put those gross jelly beans into your kid's Easter basket and watch them try not to puke on Easter morning. If you want to be a little less mean, you can get the Harry Potter jelly beans that are also kind of gross, but at least they don't taste like puke. Or if you want to be less sneaky but just as mean, give them nothing but black licorice jelly beans. I personally like black licorice jelly beans, but I know a lot of kids absolutely hate them, so it'll be kind of mean if that's all they get. Number 5, chocolate bunny trauma. This one also requires a little bit of work. First, buy one of these hollow chocolate bunnies. Then open the box and carefully remove it. Next, you'll need a syringe and some red royal icing, the really clear kind that's almost transparent. Then all you have to do is fill your hollow chocolate bunny with this red royal icing, so that when your kids take a big bite out of the ear, their mouth fills with what looks like blood. You're sure to win Dad of the Year for that one. Number 4, let's go to Six Flags. I've gone a couple times on Easter, and it's always hard to know if they're going to be crazy busy or incredibly dead, so you kind of got to take your chances with that. But that doesn't matter. Basically, what you're going to do is tell your kids the night before you're going to spend Easter at Six Flags Magic Mountain. Get them all excited, wake them up super early, and then take them to church. Number 3, the Easter basket hunt. When my siblings and I were little kids, my parents would always hide our Easter baskets the night of Easter so we can find them in the morning, and it was a lot of fun. As we got a little older, they would hide our Easter baskets on the kitchen table, which was considerably less fun, but a lot easier to find. So this prank involves hiding your child's Easter basket and telling them they have to find it. The fun comes when they discover little notes hidden all over the house with clues on where to look next. Each clue leads to another clue until eventually they find their Easter basket in the trash can outside. Number 2, colored eggs. Coloring hard-boiled eggs is a long-held Easter tradition, but that's not very funny. So instead, let's do a switcheroo and color some raw eggs. You can either do this the traditional way, which is a little risky and a little harder because raw eggs tend to float, or you can just use some cotton swabs and some watercolored base paints. Children get really excited when it comes time to eat their colored eggs. So excited that they'll end up with yolk all over their hands. Number 1, get into the Easter spirit. Perhaps one of the best pranks you can pull on Easter Fools is one that reminds the children about the spirit of the holiday, the true spirit of the holiday. Now this will require some planning, but if you can pull it off, it will stick with them for a very, very long time. The first step is to fake your own death. This is important to do just right. You don't want to mess this up and actually die. Your children will have to believe that you are in fact really dead, and this will make them very, very sad. But boy, will their faces be red when you miraculously return to life 3 days later, just like Zombie Jesus, the greatest prankster to ever live. So what do you think? Are there any other Easter Fools tricks I might have missed? Let me know down below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as I release new videos every week. And until next time, keep it awesome.